I'm your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Friday, October 20th, 2017. Now, first of all, I'm so sorry I did not get this up sooner. I actually filmed it last night, but just didn't feel right about it. I was looking like a hot mess. I just wasn't feeling right at all, and just thought I needed to take a break to just, you know, get right with myself and take it easy and go to bed and that kind of thing. Plus, I've been getting to bed really late lately, so I haven't really been feeling too well, so I'm trying to fix my bedtime here so that I can just feel better throughout the day. All right, so that's what's going on with me, especially with all this Scorpio stuff happening, bringing up some deep feelings. Okay, so that is what is going on today, as we've got the moon at the very beginning of the day, which by the time that I get this up, I think will have already happened, where we've got the moon in a conjunction right here. Make sure I'm recording with Mercury and Jupiter, okay, in the beginning of degrees of Scorpio. All right, so that's definitely about feelings, conversations about your feelings, about things from below the surface that you don't like to talk about and that you don't like to deal with. Could be some uncomfortable feelings in some way. Also, sex and intimacy are huge, because Scorpio, whenever you're with Scorpio, has to do with sex and intimacy. It also has to do with finances, okay, debts, figuring out how you can rearrange your finances or pay off some old debts, financial, karmic, otherwise, that kind of thing. Okay, really coming in here that we're trying to just figure out how to deal with. Okay, these feelings can be very big and very scary when you're dealing with Scorpio energy. All right, now because Jupiter is there, I think there is a huge opportunity to overcome some of these fears that you have and overcome some of these uncomfortable feelings that you're talking about and that you're discussing. It just may not be the most comfortable to do it. All right, it may take some time and it may take some effort as you're really trying to get to the bottom of this kind of stuff, but needing to realize that if you do go deep and if you do allow yourself to go there, that there are big rewards that can come at the end of it, even if it is not comfortable. Okay, especially here at the beginning degrees of Scorpio, maybe not quite understanding our feelings yet, not quite knowing how to get a handle on things as well, and needing to just sit and wait and let everything kind of come up to the surface and just feel what you feel without judging it. Okay, I think that is a big message today that I'm going to talk about a little bit more. Part of the reason for that is because with the moon here making this conjunction to Mercury and to Jupiter, it's also making a quintile over here to both Pluto and the North Node, which is a minor aspect, but does indicate trying to get things in order, feeling these deep feelings, talking about sex, intimacy, finances, debts, in whatever way, or just thinking about them, talking to yourself about them even, okay, is going to help you to figure out where your life is going, what you need to do to get the better reputation, to point your life in the right direction, and to be happy once again. Okay, and I think we're really trying to figure some stuff out in our life about how we can be happy, about how we can move our life in the right direction, and really allowing yourself to feel some of these deep feelings, okay, and especially to work them out with other people, since Scorpio also does rule intimacy with others, is really going to help us make sense of our life, put it in the right direction, all of that stuff. Okay, we may need to be a little bit patient here, okay, with the moon as it moves through Scorpio, also making both a semi-square to Saturn and to Mars. So as we're trying to deal with some deep emotions, get some things in order, maybe being a little frustrated that it's hard for us to organize our life, to make sense of our life, to commit to doing something new here, to find the passion once again, and to do something that we feel like we need to do to just feel more in control of our life. Okay, that could be really difficult. Again, because of these semi-squares, which do indicate frustration and patience, needing to wait it out. If you're not feeling well, there's some uncomfortable feelings that are coming up for you as you're dealing with some stuff, some hard conversations. Don't make any rash decisions here based on these really deep feelings that you may be having, okay? Because things can change, things can pass, and because you need to let them work in you and work on you to figure out what is happening. Okay, so I think that's the thing there. After all of that happens, we also get the moon making a trine to Neptune as well throughout the day, maybe around noon Mountain Time, which could bring up some confusion as well about your life, about what you're feeling, not understanding it, trying trying to work some things out on the inside. And again, the message there also being to be compassionate with yourself, not judge yourself too harshly or others too harshly if they have some really deep feelings that are coming up, or some uncomfortable junk from the depths of their soul that's not pretty, you know, to just be patient with it and to be compassionate and to try to find the understanding. And I think if you try to find the understanding and stop trying to organize and act and do so many things in your life, you're going to find that some really good insights and some really good inspiration is going to come from today by letting yourself go there, feel these feelings, talk about the hard stuff, and get to the bottom of the matter and of what is really going on, okay? So I think that's going to happen there. And then finally, at the very, very end of today, maybe around 10 p.m. nighttime, which is going to be like the next day for some of you in the East Coast, the moon is also going to come into a sextile with Pluto. So after we've kind of had to sit with some of these feelings throughout the day and not do much about it and kind of just wait things out and all of that stuff, I think towards the end of the day, we're going to start to feel more empowered to make some positive changes that we need to make in our life to move it in the right direction, to do the things that we need to do, to feel more comfortable making some of these changes that we want to make and move forward and do what it is that we want to do, okay? And I think most of today is really just about getting comfortable with that and understanding that and what's going on with you and what direction your life is taking so that you can step into it better, more wholeheartedly, to feel more comfortable doing it, and to make sure that you're all there and that all parts of you are being taken care of emotionally, spiritually, physically, just all around. And I think you're just really trying to figure that out today, okay? So that's what I see going on for you. Just to take a little bit of a step back, we still have the sun here in a pretty close opposition with Uranus, so unexpected things could be coming up that are very close to your identity as you're trying to figure out some of these deep things and get right with yourself emotionally and deal with some hard stuff could be happening. So you wanting to break free from some things that are holding you back so that you can feel more comfortable in your life and point your life in the right direction with that happening. And perhaps some insights too with the Neptune Uranus thing coming as well. Sorry, someone just slammed the door in the hallway. But some unexpected things coming here with the Neptune Uranus thing as well. If you just let yourself kind of go with the flow, ride the wave, see where things are going, and pay attention to your feelings, okay? Saturn as well, also making a trine to both Uranus and to the North Node. So opportunities coming if you can commit to doing something new, okay, to feel more free to express yourself and to be happy. But again, today, needing to wait and be patient if you feel like it's hard for you to do something new, okay? We're trying to work a lot of things out. We're trying to get right internally with things, and that is okay. It doesn't mean you're not making progress, all right? It just means that progress looks a little bit differently than what you normally want it to look like if you feel like things are kind of slow today as you work on some other issues inside and internally and emotionally, okay? So that's happening there. We also do have Mars here at the last degree of Virgo taking place there, where we're really trying to organize our life and get everything in order and take care of all the nuts and bolts moving forward here. Also needing to learn not to pressure yourself too much. Mars at 29 degrees wants to act, wants to do, especially in Virgo. Everything needs to be in control and taken care of here. And I think needing to make sure you don't try too hard, especially with the semi-square coming in here, and you don't push too hard to make things happen as you're trying to figure all of this out and to realize you have more time than you think you have here, okay? I think a big message too with Mars at 29 is that it's about to move into Libra. Mars is in fall in Libra. It does not like being in Libra, and Venus is also there, and Venus loves Libra, all right? So we're about to come into a time too where pushing is not the answer, you know, moving, acting is not the answer, feeling with your heart into things that are unknown, into things that you haven't seen before or felt before is going to be key. And if you're trying to put things in little boxes and force people into boxes that they aren't meant to go in here, it's going to be really, really hard for you to do that. And I think really needing to start to prepare here to slow your roll when it comes to making some things happen here, and to get more in touch with your heart and your emotions and feel your way through the darkness, okay? And trust and have faith that things will happen instead of trying to take the initiative and push things through like we have been doing for the past how many months of the year, okay? I think that's a big thing here. I think we want to push, we want to do things, especially with the sun about to move into Scorpio, which is another Mars ruled sign, even though Pluto also rules Scorpio. And I think we need to realize that even though we want to push, even though we want to go deep, the best way to go deep, the best way to make progress, at least for the next month or so in your life, is going to be in a very compassionate way, is going to be in a very loving way, and is going to be very emotional, paying attention to your feelings as you go through this, okay? So that's what I've got for you today. Your card is the High Priestess upright. This to me is very fitting for today. It's a card of intuition. I also see it as a card of emotion in some way, because we've got the moon here at the bottom of this card with the High Priestess, and I think the message is listen to your intuition, understand yourself, understand what is going on, okay? And to just get right with yourself inside. You know, if something doesn't feel right to you, don't do it. If it does feel right, take it. Even if there's something that I said in this video that doesn't feel right, you know, like don't take that, don't accept that as something that applies to your life. Go with your intuition, go with your higher self, try to find a higher purpose today and connect to that, all right, so that you can manifest things that are truly meant for you and that you really want, and not get stuck in all of these lower vibration activities and feelings that aren't really meant for you, okay? And don't get stuck in fears, don't act out and do things out of fear. Try to find the love and the heart and the hope, and just go towards that today, okay? So that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.